Our 9-5 notes on spheres should be relatively short. Our formula is a little bit more complicated looking with 4/3 pi r cubed. But the good news is that there's not a whole lot of tricks, twists, and turns within this formula. All we need is the radius, and then we're just ready to plug it in. So let's take a look at our examples. In example 1, we have a diameter given as 10 centimeters. So to find the volume of this sphere, all I need to do is identify the radius, which is obviously 5, half of the diameter, and plug it into the formula 4/3 pi r cubed. So plugging in my radius, 5, I get 4/3 pi times 5 cubed. If I want an exact answer, I'm going to multiply everything but the pi. It turns out 4/3 times 5 cubed is not a nice integer answer. It has a decimal, or more precisely, a fraction answer. If you convert your answer to a fraction, you'll find that this answer is 500/3. And then tacking on the pi, this would give us our exact answer, 500/3 pi centimeters cubed. If you don't like this, maybe you don't like the fact that there's a pi and a fraction within there, and you prefer a decimal, you could obviously put 500/3 times pi into your calculator, and your decimal equivalent is roughly 523.6 centimeters cubed. Either answer is once again acceptable in this unit. In our second problem, we want to know the volume of the hemisphere listed above. A hemisphere is half of a sphere. Now in this particular problem, we already know the volume of the entire sphere, so it will be really easy just to divide it by 2. And we could totally do that. But let's suppose that we didn't know the entire volume. To find the volume of a hemisphere, you're going to do 1/2 times our 4/3 pi r cubed. And it would work the same way. So 1/2 of 4/3 pi, and in this case, once again, we have a radius of 5. We could crunch the numbers. If you multiply 1/2 times 4/3 times 5 to the third, you're going to get 250/3 pi. And by the way, if you were to take 500/3 pi and divide it by 2, as I had mentioned earlier, this will be the same value. I'm just kind of playing dumb in case you have a problem where you don't calculate the whole volume first. You're just going to do 1/2 times the formula. And that would, of course, be centimeters cubed. If you would like the decimal is 261.8 centimeters cubed. So as you can see, sticking a hemisphere is about as complicated as you can get when you're talking about the volume of a sphere. And that's it.